Ethereum, the queen of crypto, will be undergoing a long-anticipated makeover, and I'm as excited as ever to share with you what we know so far about the coming changes to the #2 coin and how your Ethereum wallet might be affected. Oh, and fair warning, you're going to want to watch this one until the end. For the noobs, Ethereum is a decentralized open-source blockchain with smart contract functionality. I hold Ethereum in my personal investment portfolio, and many of the team here at CryptoJeb do as well. Before we journey further, the team at Ethereum.org issued a name clarification that I believe serves as a good summary of what you can expect out of the Ethereum changes. The team felt that the use of the term Ethereum 2.0 was overselling the impact of the near-term changes. They used this graphic to display how ETH1 should be thought of as the execution layer rather than the first iteration of Ethereum, and that ETH2 is better thought of as the consensus layer rather than a new version of Ethereum. The two parts make up a whole, and now I suddenly want to watch Kung Fu Panda and eat hot butter popcorn. Thanks, Ethereum.org team. Anyway, I'll leave a link to this blog from earlier in the year if you want to read up more on the name clarification. Carefully though with the link, it might be a little greasy from the butter on my fingers. The Beacon merge is ready. How do we know the merge is ready? The Ethereum community has been paying close attention to the public tests that the ETH development team run before they merge Beacon with the real Ethereum mainnet. Kintsugi was a kind of messy test held back in December of 2021. The test showed that they were on the right track, but there was some work yet to be done. Well, they scurried off into their little programming caves, and now they've come back to test the fixes that they've come up with. The outcomes of the latest Kiln merge tests have been heralded by many as a green light for a full send on a Beacon merge. People who understand what these lines of code mean seem to be very bullish on Twitter and Discord about Kiln tests going so well. To solidify the growing optimism around the Ethereum tests, Ethereum co-founder Joe Lubin came out and said that we can expect Beacon merge as early as June of 2022. Unfortunately, Tim Bako, a project manager for Ethereum development teams, tweeted out that it won't be June, but likely a few months after. Let's say a conservative estimation of the phrase few months puts us at October or November. I think that it's better to be safe rather than sorry, because we are talking about the integrity of a system that accounts for billions of dollars worth of Ethereum holdings. Cool. So you might be wondering what the heck Beacon even is and what it will provide to Ethereum's blockchain. Well, I'm here to tell you. According to Ethereum.org, the merge with Beacon, quote, doesn't change anything about the Ethereum we use today. That basically means that the high gas fees that most associate with Ethereum will remain largely the same. This is because Beacon changes the consensus layer and does not make any major modifications to the execution layer where the oldest and heaviest code lives, like a troll under a bridge stealing all of your hard-earned ETH through gas fees. Wait, then why do people care about this merge? Well, it's crypto. There's hype every time Elon Musk starts to think he might look like he's about to sneeze and talk about Bitcoin. But also, if you're a miner, a lot will change when the merger goes live on Ethereum's mainnet. Beacon marks the transition of a new phase for Ethereum that renders Ethereum ASIC miners obsolete. If you're not a miner, then you don't care. And if you're a good miner, you already saw this coming with the London update, and you toss those ASIC hot potatoes along to some other poor sap on eBay. To the Ethereum miners, the difficulty bomb has been the feared phrase used to describe what will happen when Ethereum transitions from proof of work to proof of stake. Ethereum developers Tim Bako and Danny Ryan have described that as the proof of stake becomes adopted, that proof of work rewards will gradually decrease until it becomes virtually impossible to mine Ethereum through the proof of work consensus mechanism. At which point the miners who are not following the guidance will explode with rage when they find out they're going to have to get a job again. Hopefully they will already have broken even on their miners before the detonation of the difficulty bomb. If you are an ETH miner, let me know in the comments how you feel about the difficulty bomb and what you will have done to prepare for the Beacon merge. But to the average Ethereum holder, we find ourselves yet again waiting for the ETH update that will finally eliminate high gas fees and send Ethereum rocketing to the moon. The latest hope on the horizon is the Shard Chain. The Shard Chain is the update that adds 64 times more capacity and scalability to the Ethereum blockchain. A simple supply and demand. More shards equals more supply of blockchain capacity, which in turn should lower the price of executing on the blockchain. Lower gas fees will come when the shards launch, or at least that's the way we are reading the roadmap guidance coming out from Ethereum.org right now. So while the Beacon merge that should come between October or November is going to be great for eliminating energy consumption, it won't be much of a change for the average holder of Ethereum. Or will it? Let's dive deeper. Ethereum.org used this roadmap graphic by Trent Van Epps to show the approximate timeline for the merge and later the Shard Chain implementation. The roadmap shows that the Shard Chain could come as soon as 2022. As we covered, the Shard Chain should, in theory, lower the gas fees, which would likely bring many more investors into Ethereum, which would be very bullish for the end of the year and beyond. However, David Duong, head of research at Coinbase, has run some calculations that I have linked to in the description to assess the equilibrium value of Ethereum once staking is enabled on Beacon. It's important to understand that these calculations are mostly used for valuing a home or a savings bond, but it is a clever way for David to get a general idea of what could happen to the price of Ethereum when the Beacon merge goes live and people are incentivized to hold and stake Ethereum, similarly to how miners were incentivized to exchange their dollars for computer GPUs to mine Ethereum. Okay, so here are David's figures, but remember that these are estimations based on assumptions, and also remember that you actually need to be staking to value your Ethereum for the calculations to be true for you. Okay, so David calculates that the APR will be between 8.9 and 10.2%, and the equilibrium value between $5,050 and $5,565, depending on how many people decide to stake and how the price of Ethereum moves over time. Now, to be clear, I am not saying Ethereum will go to $5,000 when the Beacon merge happens. I am, however, saying that a pretty smart thought leader at Coinbase has run some calculations to estimate the present value of 1 ETH if it were to be staked in the new Ethereum proof-of-stake consensus layer. Now, I find this to be more bullish for the short term because if, and that is a very big if, people and more importantly institutions actually start to realize these rates of return and start telling their friends about it, that could be very bullish for the price of Ethereum, and that's before the shard chain is even implemented. So that's the long and the short of what to expect for the Beacon merge of Ethereum. You can rest assured that my team and I will be passing on updates to the Ethereum roadmap, so be sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoJeb, and be sure to hit the notification bell here on YouTube to stay competitive in the crypto markets. Please tell me in the comments if you think the Beacon merge or the shard chain will have a bigger impact on Ethereum's price. Anyway, guys, before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Look at this guy.
He watched the entire video.
What a cool guy.
I think the next thing that he wants to do is hit the like button and then probably even subscribe to the channel.
And perhaps even comment down below what he thought.
That would be pretty cool.
Wow, what a cool guy.